Hi, everybody. Yes, I saw your comments. Fancy waiting room and all that. Well, I thought I'd treat you, to give you a little bit of a sneak peek of what I'm going to be doing tonight. So, the other fancy thing I'm going to do is show you, hopefully, a blog post of somebody's whose card I'm going to be copying. Okay, so this will be fun. No, yes, no sound while you, yeah, I switched off I could have been talking to you actually while you were waiting in there, but I decided not to do that, as well as trying to send out all the social media stuff out to Facebook and the WhatsApp group and everything. Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me well? Because I did a little bit of tinkering to make sure that it is my phone mic that I'm using tonight, as well as... Actually, no, I'm not using my phone mic. Sorry, I'm not using my computer mic, I'm using my phone mic. Yeah, there's this really cool app that I downloaded that talks to my computer. Oh, goodness me, it's too late in the night to talk about this. Yeah, the reason I'm in the dark is because I switched my main light off. Okay, so when I get down to looking at my desk, I will then switch that on. Sound is much better. Brilliant. Okay. Well, the video that what you're about to see now is my desk. So I'm just gonna hop forward to that. Look at that. You can see me and my desk at the same time. Isn't that fun? But actually, what I want to do is show you. Now, how am I going to do this? I've got to show you how do I get that on the top? That's because I've closed the browser. Okay, I thought I had it all ready to go, but I've obviously gone and closed down the blog that I wanted to show you. So I've just got to look it up again, because I'm going to have to, I need it to show you what I'm doing tonight, guys. So just bear with me while I get this ready. I promise it's going to be worth it. It is going to be worth it, because she's done all the measurements already. So I'm basically going to be copying this lovely lady called Kate Morgan. So she's a demo from Australia, Victoria, Australia. So I'm just going to show you that. There we go, done. Right. So show. Is that not showing? Why is that not showing? Oh, that's so weird. Okay, let's see if I can do this again. Right, window capture. Add source. Craft with Kate. No, not there. Okay, let's do that again. So how is everybody? Picture in a picture is cool. I know, it is good. Oh, Georgiana, it's taken about 3 days of figuring out. Yeah, it's a little bit complicated, but I'm getting there. I am getting there. It's, to be honest, it's a case of doing something over and over and over again to make sure that yeah, it really kind of goes in. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to show you. I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller, because you don't really need to see me that big. I'm going to show you someone's blog post. There we go. Okay, so this is Kate Morgan. Now, if I then scroll through, she has done this fancy fold card, but we're actually going to flip it round. So she's done it like this, but I want to do it the other way. And she then went and did another card a few months later, which is the one that I actually found. And Actually, let's see if I can find that one, this one here. So what she did was she flipped it round and did it that way. Okay, so if you want to get the measurements for this, you just need to go to this website here. So I'm just going to have that up in front of me. I'm gonna just get rid of that now, because you don't need to have it in front of you. But if you'd like to make this card, then you can go and, you know, get the measurements from her. So let's see if I get rid of that, and also, okay, how do I get rid of that one? Okay, right, so let's get to it, guys. So I'm going to switch that picture off. So I've got a piece of Granny Apple Green here in front of me, because I thought that would be quite nice and work really well with the papers that I stamped yesterday. I seem a little bit dark. Yeah, it's because I haven't got a direct light on me, so that's why. So there we go. Right, so measurements. Let me just get them. So the base needs to go 10.5 by, so basically half of the cardstock. Now I'm sorry guys in America who use letter size paper, this might not work, but I'm sure we can do a reworking of this. Okay, so we're going to score at now could we do this by inches? No, we'll go with the centimeters. Okay, so she scored at 15, 18 and 23 and 26. So what we're going to do is make the kind of base bit. Ooh, I'm just sort of seeing how it's coming together. Okay, I got it. Okay, so coloured front panel needs to measure 15.2 by, or 6 inches, by 7.6, or 3 inches, basically. So 6 by 3. I'm swapping to inches. Swapping back again. There we go. Oh, closed captioning is not on. Oh, that's frustrating. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I'm zoomed in rather close, am I? Okay, sorry, here we go. Is that better? Okay, I will work on that. I think it's because of the way that I've gone live. Yeah, okay, thanks for that, Susan. I will work on that. Okay, I'm going to do this in inches because it's much easier. Score at 1/2 inch and at 1 5/8. So half, or if in centimetres, that would be, oh, I cut it then. 7, no, 1.3 and 4.2. Okay, fine. Okay. Yes, I know I cut into that. I didn't mean to. Look at that. So that sticks onto there. Oh, I like that. Okay. So now we've made these pieces, it'll be time to decorate. So I'm wondering which piece to put where. So we've got sort of 3 main areas. We've got that bit, the top, and then the side. So I was thinking of decorating, maybe putting a piece like this and cutting out a really nice like leafy die or something and put that in front of it. That was my thoughts with that one. So this piece will measure, so the top, the bottom, so 10.1 by 4.2, is that right? Oh no, you know what, I'm going to just do it. I'm going to just do my own way of doing this. So 3 by... Basically, I'm just going to do the old nail technique to figure out where to cut this. You know what I think I'd like to do is to redesign this, but in whole number measurements. This is what I tend to do. If I find a design I like on the internet, I then kind of, you know, make it up and then think, actually, I could simplify the measurements by just tweaking it here and there, so that you're not having to remember point dot numbers or 0.12 and blah blah blah. You know, just make it a bit simpler. So okay, so I need to figure out, what does this measure? Oh, that's 5 centimeters. Okay, or 2 inches. Okay, I can handle that. So let's go for 1 3/4 there, and eyeball this one as well, or do the nail technique as I said earlier. Let's do that. Okay, the nail technique is fab. There it is. There we go. So I've done that bit, and then, oh no, then I've got to do that bit there, the big bit. So I think a piece of this would be fine. Gosh, I've hardly used any of it so far. Mind you, I are only making one card. I usually end up making 6 or 7, don't I? You know what? That's not enough of a border. I'm actually going to just cut it that way. Yay, that looks nice. I like that. Okay, let's stick it all together. Right, let me say a quick hello to everybody on the live, because I got a little bit distracted then trying to sort everything out. So lovely to see you all. Hi Vicky, Sally, Kathy, lovely to see you. It's been a hot minute. And Enrica, Judy, Cindy, Valerie, Linda. Oh, raisin toast. Oh, don't. I've got cinnamon bagels in the house. I shouldn't. Hi, Patricia, Roberta, Darlene, Cindy, Fox, Taylor, Jan, Susan, Sheila, Shaz, Heidi, Judy. Lovely to see you all. Hi, Lynn Cherry from Pennsylvania. Oh, Lynn Cherry, are you new? Lovely to see you all. Right, my apologies again about the closed captioning, because part of the reason of me using some software to go live is so that the closed captioning would come on, but I obviously didn't nail that one. So I think I know what I need to do. I need to schedule the live from YouTube first, then use my software to connect to the scheduled stream. This will mean nothing to most of you, you're just like, we want to see you stamping, so stop talking about stuff like that. Yes, it is a little bit complicated, but it's all good. Oh, that's an easier way to stick it down. Right, okay. So because that panel there is not actually, you know, it's not square on there. It doesn't need to be. It needs to be square there. Rather than trying to faff around and get it right, all you need to do is push that down and stick it, and then it will be in the right place. So I will do that in a second after I've stuck this piece down. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Very nice compliment. Oh, come on, glue. Ah! Right, I've got to get my pokey stick out. I've got my special pokey tool. That's my degoobering. There we go. It's basically like a score tool, but a very fine one. So, you know, you can get them nowadays for all sorts of different things, like polymer clay or, you know, nail art and things. So basically it's like a pointy thing with a tiny little ball on the end. So once you stick it in and pull it out, it pulls out a good bit of the glue. So right, so I'm going to put glue there, and then I'm going to fold that over and push down from the fold downwards so that it sticks down properly. Give that a little bit of a shovel. Hi, Cindy. Well, I was thinking, is Cindy with Lorraine yet, or? I was thinking there probably is a way of me setting up a Zoom, and then I could actually share it on YouTube, because I know how to do that now. I was trying to figure it out the other day. So I can actually share Zooms with you guys. How fun is that? You know what, I think I might just put that little panel in there. It just makes it look a bit more fun. Looks so nice and finished. Ah, not yet. Tomorrow. That's so exciting. It's so exciting when I find out that people who've met via my channel are going to actually be meeting up in real life. That's so cool. What did we say we had to call it? There was a name we were going to give it. I'm thinking a little panel there as well. What do you think? Because it will get seen from different sides, won't it? What is this? Just over an inch. I'm going to do the old nail trick. A conflagration, yes. Yes, I don't know if they're going to let her in. They might turn her away at the border. We're not having any of your lot in here with your stamps and your inks. So Lynn has been before. Ah. Oh, now, I have discussed this before, so I will ask you again, and I'm quite happily to go with the opinion of the crowd. There is a setting I can put on YouTube that in order to comment in the chat, you have to be subscribed to the channel. And the reason why, it's not because I don't want any of you to talk to each other if you're new to my channel, and it's not really that I want you just to have an enforced subscription. It's that if I have that, it makes it easier to deal with bots, because bots generally aren't subscribed to my channel. So I'm thinking it might be a useful setting to set. But if you feel that it would deter people from commenting, and if my administrators are happy to just carry on dealing with bots as and when they kind of turn up, then I will leave it. Hi and bye. We'll watch on replay. All right, Miss Louise. We don't have your picture in the box. No, it's because I'm sitting down. You wouldn't be able to see me. I'll show you what that looks like. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Oh, why aren't I showing now? Oh, I don't get how. Oh, there we go. See? I'm down here because my computer's up there. So it's pointless me doing that one. There we go. Oh, do you like my counter up in the top left corner? So I can see a bit easier how many people are watching. Oh, sorry. Come on, Ruth. Concentrate. There. About there. Not quite perfect, but that'll be fine. Right, so let's get these stuck down. Now we've got to think about what sentiment. I'm actually going to put a sentiment on this, guys, today. Yes, Lynn, that's exactly what I was thinking. That, yeah. I mean, I think as it is, in order to comment, you have to at least be signed in with YouTube. Yeah. Now, the other option I have, because I know sometimes people go, oh, the chat is going by too quickly. There is an option also where I can slow the chat down so that people have to wait a minute before they can, once they've commented, they have to wait a minute before they comment again. So it just helps to slow things down. That is another option. So there are enough of us to battle the bots. Okay, right. Well, we'll leave that as it is then. I won't fiddle around with that setting for now. Right, I'm just gonna squish that down. But it's much easier to stick when you're doing fancy folds. It's so much easier just to push everything down to do your sticking. Try not, you know, you don't need to have things sticking in the air. Okay, and then so that needs to fold back down so that when that sticks up, that goes there like that. Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Oh yeah, that's a little bit that I cut into by accident earlier. So I'm pushing that back under like so, and then folding that down, giving that a bit of a push there. You're trying to shut me up, Ruth? As if. How could I do that? Oh dear. No, I can't see the whole of the chat. Oh, there we go. That's better. Shaz goes, I see, I'm interested in how this works. I think we've got it. There we go. That's a cool little fancy fold. I like that, and it's really quite sturdy. There was a fancy fold I did the other week that afterwards I thought, oh, it's not very sturdy, that. Yeah. Okay, so then we have this nice little bit here that I'm wondering if it would be nice to maybe use that for my sentiment. And I did grab out, although I may have moved it because I had a team meeting earlier, and also I was getting rather piled up on this side of my desk, and I decided just to fling everything on the floor. So I did pick out some dies that I thought would be nice. I think they've ended up on the floor. Oh, I wonder if I cut that out of that and put that as a strip across there. That would look nice. Shall we? Or if I just cut it out of Evening Evergreen, just nice and dark. Hi Janice. Hi Martina. Oh, poor Martina's not well. Oh, darling. Just see if I've got enough battery so I don't need to have my thing plugged in. Right, there we go, that's better. So this is the die that goes with Artistically Inked, and I think they're named something like Artistic Dies. Yeah, Artistic Dies. Now I'm just going to very quickly get rid of all these little bits and bobs. Excuse me. Oh, Janice is ready for her beddie. Oh, that reminds me, Janice, I've got to sort out a date with you. Yes, so we've got Cindy and Lorraine meeting each other this week. And then I'm going to be meeting Janice in the flesh for the first time at some point this month as well. That'll be exciting. And Wendy, of course. We'll get Wendy along, and might even see if Liz is around as well. I rather like that. I think it's just really sort of stylish and nice. I am struggling a bit with a couple of these little ones that need poking out. Where's my pokey tool? Do I have the foam pad? Oh, I might do. Yes, I think I might do. Good point, Sheila. That does make life easier when one gets it out. I think I must have not quite cut it properly at that point, so I'm just going to leave those ones. I don't want to faff around too much with those. Okay. So the tricky thing now is gluing this. I'm going to put glue in on some of the sort of larger spots. The areas that are a little bit thicker. Okay, so I'm starting from the bottom bit of the bottom bit of the leaf and just slowly working around. There we go. It's quite nice actually, it's got a little bit of movement in there still. I thought you'd like the greens actually, Martina. Yeah. Right, so let's have a think. What could we do as a sentiment? Oh, now I have got... Oh, now Tom's been meant to be making a card for... Oh, this could go for my dad. Father's Day. Ta-da! Or... Oh, what's the name of that new sentiment set? Oh... Open prayer, no. Oh! That would be nice on a Father's Day card, wouldn't it? I thank God every time I think of you. Now, the only thing is, I think I'd want to cut it up and use it in different sections. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some heat embossing. I'm just going to emboss this with white ink. Embossing powder. Okay. Now I know gold would probably look good, but I want it to show up really well. So I'm just going to go with... Hi April! Oh, hi Denise! Yes, so we already had a meet up between Denise and Lorraine. Yes, it is. It's our April. April, was it you that messaged me the other day? Or was that a different April? No, a lot of greens tonight, guys. Now, the only thing about me doing this, I'm a little bit conscious, is because my dad is very pedantic when it comes to cutting in straight lines. And he'd probably go, why didn't you use a trimmer? Because he'll probably be able to tell that I've cut this with scissors. But to be honest, I don't see that there's any other way of doing it, because I don't like the spacing of these. So I'm just going to have to go for it. And if he gets funny with me, I'll just say, right, next year you're not having a handmade card. Good night, Martina. Rest well, my darling. Although I'm reading this sentiment, and you know, my father taught me to be truthful, and he'll probably go, is that quite true? Every time you think of me, you thank God, because that's probably not true. But it is a verse in the Bible, so I could just say, well, I'm just quoting a verse in the Bible. I'm not saying that I do. It's just that, you know, I'm quoting Paul. Hi, Jan. Right, little bit of glue. Give him a kit to make his. He would, you know. He does like making things. Yeah, I'll go here. Make your own. Right, again, I'm squishing this down so that I'm not trying to do it in midair. Take care, Jan. Nice to see you. Right. Now, the other question is, you know, when I go a bit quiet, would you appreciate a little bit of, you know, like lo-fi music in the background? Or would you rather I don't do that? Because sometimes when I just get stamping, it goes quiet for a bit. Right, I'm thinking I'd like to put some berries on this. So I'm going to have a look and see if there's anything new that I've got that would look good. Ooh, got some of those parakeet party ones. And those are quite nice because they're matte coloured. Matte coloured? Matte finished, not matte coloured. No music, thanks. No music. You know what? I knew it because it was my son that suggested it. And bless him, you know, he's obviously into streaming for 14-year-olds, not, you know, 64-year-olds. So I did say that. I said, I'll ask them. No. Looks a little bit like mistletoe, doesn't it? No music. You have spoken. The audience has spoken. Ah, yeah, Shaz. I know. Bless him. Don't think we looked after him that well, though. Well, he'd sometimes say, "Oh, I've got 4 nurses." That's us and our mum. There we go, guys. What do you think of that? Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, the sound is great tonight, isn't it, Janice? Because I figured out how to use my phone mic. It took a bit of jiggery pokery, downloading an app and whatever, but I got there. It's amazing what you can find out on Google, as long as you know how to ask the right question. Yeah, you just got to put a few keywords in and you know, there we go. Right. There we go. Joyful chatters, what do we want to listen to? Yes. It's a shame we can't hear each other's voices. So tonight, guys, I've made a card using the stamped paper from last night. So if you haven't seen that video, just go and check that out. I'll put a link in the description to that video from last night. And of course, if you want to go and have a look at where I got this idea from, please head to Craft with Kate. Her blog. It's called Craft with Kate, and the measurements are on the Tranquil Tulip Fancy Fold card. Okay, so you can kind of see how, I know if I move that over, let's show you what this looks like. There we go. So that's the one that she did, but I kind of swiveled it round to that way, so it stands super well. Okay, so you can go and have a look at that if you're interested. My keywords and Google keywords aren't the same. Yeah, I think there's something I've been reflecting on recently, actually, the change of language use. Oh, excuse me. Little sneeze. Yeah, because, for example, the word zoom. Like, I wanted to find out how I could zoom in using my phone in a more smoother way on YouTube, and I could not get past the fact that Google thought it meant I was talking about the app. I was just like, seriously, I'm not talking about the app Zoom. And I think it is a little bit frustrating that some companies have chosen words that we use all the time to mean other things, and they've kind of like, what's the word for, misappropriated them. They've like Google Hangouts or Google, no, not Hangouts, what's it called? What's Google's system for Zoom or whatever? Oh, it's just, yeah, it's made life very complicated. What size envelope? Well, I'm hoping, Lynn, it's going to fit into one of these. Oh, yes, it does. Okay, so this is a what in the UK we call a C6 or an A6. Lynn, where are you, though? So this is your standard size envelope. Now, what I said earlier about adapting this for slightly different measurements, I will try and do now. Excuse me. Let's just find a piece of cardstock that's long enough. Oh, I might have got a scrap here. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. So this is like the second half, for those of you who've stayed on. I am going to now try and give you slightly alternative measurements if your cardstock is not as long. So you've only got 11 inches in the US, so let's cut this down to 4 1/4 inches. And this would work fine for you guys in the UK or Australia or wherever, or Canada, that like using inches as well. So let's cut this down to 11 inches. Oops. And let's do a little bit of picking apart and figuring out the measurements on this. So if we go for 5 1/2 inches, go for 5 1/2 at that point there, 5 1/2, and then we go, what's that, 1 1/4 maybe, plus 2 inches. Right, I'm going to have to write this down. So if we go 5 1/2 plus 1 1/4 times 2 plus 2 inches, and then we need a little bit left over, so say 1/4 left over. So that's 1 1/4, 5 6 7 8 9 10 1/4. Okay, yeah, I think we can do that. Right, so score at 5 1/2, then score at 5 1/2 plus 1 inch plus a bit is 6 3/4. So I'm going to do this as I go. 5 1/2, 6 3/4. Add 2 inches, so that takes us to 8 3/4. Then add on 1 inch and 1/4, so that takes us to 10 inches. That leaves you, nope, let me burnish this properly. The 3 papers work together so well. Yes, thank you, they do. Well, they were stamped to be used together. And that's the beauty of stamping one's own paper, because you can make it match. You know, if you basically get, I don't know, 3 stamp sets out, you know, 5 colours, and just use what's in those stamp sets, you will usually end up with something quite pleasurable. Okay, so that's that on there. So I'll go with that lady's measurements that she used. I think she did 4 inches, no, 3 inches wide. So let's do that again. So we'll have 1/2 inch for the fold, that section there. Then, so that's 1/2 inch. Then, so that's 1 1/2 inches plus a bit, so that's 1 3/4. That's about right, isn't it? And then basically we want that to sit in that section there. So what are we looking at? 4 inches. Okay, that's easy. Sorry, no, this way around. So then at 5 3/4, that's where you do your cut. That's better. So that's brought everything down into simpler measurements. And as you can see, the UK one is a little bit longer. UK metric rather. Okay, so there we go. That's and then you would just put that together exactly the same way. So let me write this out for you. So this piece measures 11 by 4 inches, and then we scored at 5.5, 6 3/4, and then 8 3/4. Then you need a smaller piece that measures 5 3/4 by 3 inches. Then score at 1/2 inch, then 1 3/4 inches, and that is it. There we go. Right. Oh, you're talking about the nail varnish the Queen uses. Ballet slippers. Yes, it's very delicate and pretty, isn't it? Shall I just go ahead and make this? What's the time? How long have I been going live for? 55 minutes. Okay, so this should make... Right, let's figure out then the panel sizes, because this should make cutting the panels so much easier. Oh, sorry, no, 4 1/4 this is. Oh, ooh, that was close. So this panel only needs to be 4 by 5 1/4. So 4 by 5 1/4. And then this panel here is 2, so 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then these sections here could be 1 inch by 3 3/4. And then this one is going to be did that wrong there, 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. So I've basically taken 1/4 inch off everything. So shall we flip around what we're going to use where? So cut this at 2 3/4. So that's that panel there. Oh, I could even do a little... Oh, have I got enough for that bit as well? Oh, yay! I'm just going to trim that down and that'll be perfect. Didn't even plan that. That just happened. Okay. Then... I'll do this bit for the back panel. So 4 inches. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks, Linda. 5 1/4. Now, personally, I think if I can try and cut that a bit smaller, I think that will look a bit neater, because it doesn't actually have to be super long, that section, because it kind of interferes with it a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then this section here, so 3 3/4 again, and I think it would be nice to have that almost do a wraparound. Oh no 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 no! That's meant to be 4 inches. I was looking at the wrong measurement. Okay, so we definitely want that bit there. That's 1 3/4. I think we'll get 1 inch out of this one. Oh, unless I cut the 1 inch out of that one. Right, I'll do that. So this one will go stay. Have I got 1 inch left? So I was thinking that can definitely go on there. And if I've got this, oh, that can go on there as well. Okay, that's worked out okay. In spite of me not doing the measurements properly. I think when you're sort of making fancy fold things like this, if you can sort of simplify the measurements down, it does make life a bit easier. Just takes a bit of tweaking. But I do advise that you have a go making your own according to the plan first. I was actually chatting to, so Louise, I'm going to use your name in vain. I know she'll be watching this on the replay. She did a lovely card based on a design that someone else had done on YouTube. But she said, oh, but the mechanism here is, you know, such and such, and I think I can figure it out. And she did. She made it the first way, as this person said, and then she had to play with the measurements and what bit of card goes where, and she did her own version. And I always encourage people, if you're new to card making, for goodness sake, go and copy other people. It's okay, because that's the way that you learn. And that's the same about all sorts of things in life, really. That's how we learn. That's how children learn. You know, they copy others to start off with, and then when you do it over and over and over, you kind of you know, you figure it out. You figure out how to do things. So, you're welcome, Denise. Yeah, I hope you can use it. I think I'll probably adapt it for UK measurements, because this is more of an American measurement now. But because I've got an in-person class coming up, so I tend to work in centimetres, so I'll adapt it again, probably. Okay, so, ooh, getting a bit sticky here. So the idea was that when that sits, when that's square on, that will sit exactly in the middle, and so you'll have had that framing element there. So if I stick that there, and that goes back up, that should sit nicely. Now, of course, you can Oh, yes, of course. Yes, of course you can take a screenshot. So when you go to stick this one, flip that back. Oh no, hold on. No, that's not right. Oh, hold on. We've got to flip, yeah, flip that back and push that forward. That's it. Oh, I've forgotten. I only did it a few minutes ago. Yeah, so ignore that section. This is the bit that you need. You know what, I'll bring the camera down and you take a screenshot of that then. If you don't capture it now, just go back and rewatch it and just pause it and do it. Okay. So there you go. I'm not going to finish it off. I'm just going to leave that there. But you can sort of see the difference. Mine's a little bit longer. But there we go. Oh, it's quite nice in that, doing it that colourway as well. And of course you can use it that way. If you want it to stand up, you can do it that as well, which I love. It's like both, you know, a two-way fun fold. So, yeah, so if I end up having to make my husband's Father's Day card, I can use that one. But I think Tom's going to come on and do something on Friday for his dad. So there we go. Right, lovely to see you all. Now I'll see if I can do this seamlessly. Right, I need the webcam. There we go. Show. And then if I switch my light on. There we go, hello. Now actually, I'm wondering whether it'd be easier just to have me a little bit larger to say goodbye. I'll hide that for now. So just a reminder, if anybody wants to book onto my class next Tuesday, I've got one on the 21st at, actually I can show you that one. Oh no, hold on, why isn't that showing up? There we go. So I've got one on the 21st of, come over here, 21st of June, so 7 p.m. my time. And so it works out at about sort of Eastern time. Does that work out about 11 o'clock in the morning, I think? Eastern America. Western, like New York, Canada, and that end, like Toronto, that works out at about 2 p.m. Now, I've also got a class on Saturday the... let's see if I can show you that one. There we go. Oh, on the other side now. No, I'll move it back over. On Saturday the 25th at 10 o'clock my time. Now, someone very sweetly messaged me, and I had to tell them that it was going to be about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning because they wanted to do this one. So I know that there are people who can't make the weekdays and want to do the weekends. So yeah, I'll just have to reschedule another one. So I do have spaces for both if anyone wants to join. Now, the other person that's having a class at the moment on Friday night at 7 o'clock, which I may be joining actually because I fancy taking part in it, is my friend Wendy, and she, let me just get her Facebook post up to show you. She's having a class on Friday. Now, if you like the whole scene building idea with different papers and things, that's what she's going to be teaching there. So just get up her her infographic about that. And so yeah, you just need to follow Woo's Creations and go and there we go. Let me see if I can share that with you guys. Excuse me. Right, are there any other questions? No, I don't think there are any other questions. Okay, let me see if I can share this with you guys. Oh, this is where you see, this is why I don't like having a camera on me, because you guys can see my brain going, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, never mind. Okay, let's make this super big because you may as well see this. Okay, so it's a scene building class, Friday 17th of June, 7 p.m, £10 per person. So if anyone's interested, please do go. There's another class I'd like to take. Oh, I want to make a scene. Yes, Linda, I'm sure you could quite easily make a scene. There we go. Right. Let's hide that. So if you want to contact me, please remember you can email me ruthtrice@gmail.com. And what's going on here? Yeah, ruthtrice@gmail.com. I'll pull that up in a second. Oh, but why isn't it showing? That's so weird. Show. Okay, that would help. Oh, the class times don't work for you. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I'll just have to keep scheduling. So, thank you. Yeah, look, I've managed to get that up, ruthtrice@gmail.com, because I think sometimes people like a visual. So there we go. Right, thank you for watching, guys. I don't have any fancy goodbye icons. Oh, apart from my social media icons. This is what I've been busy creating today. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, so you can follow me on ta-da! Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. And my handle's artfulstampin, and of course you can email me ruthtrice@gmail.com. There we go. Oh, fantastic. Yes, April, I got that email. Thank you so much. I'll be sorting out invoices and stuff probably tomorrow morning. I was meant to do it today, but I got distracted. I will do it tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you. It's been a steep learning curve, Papered Prairie. Very steep. The last 3 days, I've just been clicking and clicking and clicking and researching and clicking. So I'm getting there. And hopefully eventually it'll become a bit more seamless because I'll be used to doing it. So yeah. Oh, I tell you what I'm really proud of. I've just got to show you something. I've got some intros lined up for you know, like if I'm doing a one sheet wonder or something like that, or, oh, this is the one I really like that I think you guys would like. Let me get it to the top. Oop. Now, why isn't that showing? Oh, why isn't it working? Hold on. Oh no, it's not working now. Oh, I had these all working earlier. I had this really cool, like, intro thing to show you. Oh, it's all disappeared. I don't know what's going on now. Oh, it's all disappeared. I was so proud of it. I was like, yay! No, it's disappeared. Yes, of course I can. Bear with. I will go and do that now for you. Okay, there we go. Ignore that bit. Basically, once you've cut your pieces, you'll be able to tell what you need to cut. That might not be correct. I mean, you can take it. Is that okay? I'm just happy to ooh and ah at the techno-savvy person. There we go. All right. You're welcome. Right, lovely to see you all. I wasn't actually going to go live today, but I was getting so excited about my techie stuff that I was like, oh, I've got to try it out. And also the whole thing with the phone sound. Okay, so next time I will make sure the closed captionings work on the live. Now, what tends to happen, I think I figured it out, is that I can do closed captioning on the live, but then YouTube needs to what's called process the video. So it's then a few hours before there's certain things that I can't even do while it's processing. So it's like it needs to go through the information and save it properly. So if you come and watch a replay, say 10 minutes after I've gone live, you probably won't have closed captioning on it, even though there was some on the live. However, if you give it a couple of hours, the closed captioning should turn up. That's what I'm realizing is happening. So yeah, basically that's just the way it is. Okay, right. Linda has no clue how to do a screenshot. Linda. So if you watch it on a phone, you usually hold down the power key and, I don't know, volume down or something at the same time. So you might just have to Google what it is for your particular phone if you want to do that. So for example, if you're trying to take a screenshot of YouTube, I know what, I can show you that. Oh look, I'm watching myself. That's really... And turn myself down. So for example, I don't know, let's take a... flip the camera. Yeah, so you can have your whatever your picture is. Now you can tap the screen to pause it, and then you should be able to, after a few seconds, come on, that will go. And then I press my, get it right. I press my power and my sound down button together, and you probably see it happening. Oh look, you can see the chat. You probably see it happening. There'll be like a flash. So there we go. There it is. So you just go click, and it just does it. It just saves it as a screenshot. So if you look in your album under screenshots, it'll be there. Yeah, or take a photo of the computer screen. Or I'll take a photo of this and put it on Artful Stampin Space. So by the way, if you're not over at Artful Stampin Space, that's the place to go and find bits of information like that. And also links. Sorry, I always share my videos on there. Yeah, so yeah, have fun. Yeah, I'll take a photo now. Don't worry, I'll do that now. Miss Linda, Auntie Linda, I will take a photo for you. And oh, hold on, not get the. There we go. I will put it on Facebook now. Right, take care, everyone. See you all.